Alright guys, I'm here at the local Goodwill. I'm going to do a voiceover because when I played this back, the audio was real sketchy. So I figured I might as well just go ahead and play a quick audio for you. So I'm going to cut in between the parts that look kind of weird, like this one here. And then we'll get started. But we are at the Goodwill. I was looking for some bins because we're moving out to Florida. And we're going to be leaving at the end of the month, so I figure I'll go to the Goodwill, check out to see if they have any bins, and if they do, that'll be great, and if not, then I'll just see what else I can pick up while I'm here. So here I am trying to get out of the car, and this at the Goodwill, grabbing my keys, and then I'll show you the next screen when we're walking in. Alright guys, here we are walking in, and I actually have the camera wrapped around my neck in a little pouch. That's why you see it going back and forth. But I just wanted to try this new way of recording to see if it was any good or not. So if it doesn't come out too good, then we'll just readjust as needed. But I usually go over to the electronics section first. So this is my Goodwill, and the clothing is in front. You hang it right over here, and they have the ties to the left and just more clothing. All the electronics are in the back wall here against the right side. So I figure I'll take a walk over here first and see if we can find anything. I'm just looking at the frames here because sometimes they have some nice frames. So I figure I'll check it out and see. And as we continue to walk down, you start to see all the electronics come up in the furniture section here. So let me see if I push this down a little bit there for you guys. There we go. You can see a little better. I'm recording off my other thing, that's why you see all that, but I'll move this out of the way there. So here we're at the VCRs, which I love to look at. And here's a Sony DVD player, which looks pretty good, but I'm just looking really for stuff that, I'm going to move this down a little bit more so when it clears off, you guys can see the rest of it. I'm trying to find stuff that I can flip right away because I don't want to buy anything more since we're packing to move. Doesn't make sense to buy stuff to hold for a month or so. So as I'm looking, I look down the bottom and I find this Brother thermal laser printer or label printer. And it's odd because I have been looking for a label printer for about 5 years at the Goodwill. Then I find this Brother QL1060N label printer. No wires, no software, just the printer itself. And they want $4.99 for this printer. And on top of that, when I open it up right now here, it's got about 25 or 30 labels inside, which is sweet. I'm hoping that this printer actually does work because this printer sells for about $90 to $95 used on eBay. So if I can pick this up for $5 and maybe another $2 for the cables, that'll be great. Again, this is a Brother model QL1060, as you can see right there. And yeah, it's in, it's got a lot of use to it, wear and tear, but again, if it works, it's $5. They want $4.99 for it, so I go ahead and put it in the cart there. And then I'm just looking again to see if there's anything else. I've been looking for a thermal printer for about 5 years. I've never found one at the Goodwill. Today was the first time, which is weird because just this morning I actually purchased a thermal Zebra printer for my eBay sales. And I paid about $120 for it with 1,000 labels that's coming with it, which was a really good price. And I was excited that they already shipped it out this morning, and I'm going to receive it as early as Monday, which is just in a couple of days. And then the one day I buy a thermal printer, I find one at the Goodwill for $4.99. That was crazy. But I was super excited when I had it. I figure I've got the thermal printer. I was checking out the cables for it. And then in this section here, I'm just looking through their cables to see if I can find a cable for the thermal printer. It's going to need 2 cables. It's going to need a power cable. And then it's just going to need a cable that will go from the back of the thermal printer into my laptop. So right now that's what I'm looking for, to see if I can find a cable that can fit my hopefully new working thermal printer. So right now, again, just looking for cables, and then we'll see what happens if I can find one, which I do. I do find the cable, so won't leave you in suspense. They did not have the power cable, but I have so many cables here at home that I did have the power cable needed here in the house in my box of wires. So the only cable I needed from them was the one that goes from the computer or my laptop to the back of the thermal printer, which I did find for $1.99. They had a whole bundle. It was like 3 cables for $1.99, which I have in my hand right here. And that's the end right there that goes into the thermal printer. Then the other end is just a regular USB. So you can see the price right there, $1.99 for 3 of them, which is great because if one goes out, I have 2 extra. So, and the same thing with the thermal printer. If this ends up working, I'm just going to end up keeping it as a spare. That way, the one that comes in, that will be my main one, or maybe I'll use this one for a while. And I'll use the one that came in as that one is in use condition too, but it's refurbished. But that one's supposed to work really good, so maybe that'll be my backup. I don't know. I'll see when it comes in to see, but it's good that now I have 2 of them, because now I have a really good one with 1,000 labels, and then I have this one, this brother one, with about 30 labels, and they both take the same labels. It's a 4x6 label, so even the 1,000 labels that are coming in, I can use it on this brother one here. Dropping some cables here, so I'm just picking them up to make sure I put them back. And after that, then we just keep on walking. But let me move on to the next section. Just to mention one thing, I did grab that 3-pack for $1.99. So it was $1.99 for the cables, $4.99 for the actual thermal printer. The whole total came out to $7.19. But when I went to the counter, I was surprised that I had a $5 coupon. And this printer actually ended up costing only $2.14. And that was for the thermal printer as well as the wires. So if this thing works, again, it's valued at $90 on eBay in the used condition if I decide to sell it. And I'm only paying $2.14. So we're going to go ahead and show you the printer once I get it in the car. So let me get to that section right now. That will be on the next clip, so stand by as I am leaving right now. At the Goodwill, let me get this out here. It is a Brother label maker. It's an older one, obviously, but I'm gonna look it up to see if it's worth anything. It is a Brother Q1 1060N, and it was $4.99, and it actually has the labels inside, which is kind of sweet. I did find the cables that go for the computer. This would be a direct label maker, and the cables were $1.99. Then the power cord for this is just a regular power cord, which I have at home. But as you can see there, so it's just a regular cord there. Right there as far as the power cord. And I have plenty of those at home. So I'm going to test this thing out. I mean, it was $4.99. I'll show you the inside. Just the buttons here on the side. Open her up. Sorry, I'm doing this one-handed, which is hard to do. But there it is. And it's got a couple labels left inside, which is kind of sweet. That goes in there. Bloop, bloop. And the labels get printed. You see the size. So yeah, it looks like a regular 4x6 label, which is sweet. The funny thing is that I kept hearing about getting one of these label makers. So today I actually bought one. I bought a Zebra label printer from eBay for $120, and it came with 1,000 labels. And today was the first time that I said I'm going to go ahead and buy a label maker, because I never find them at the Goodwill. And we'll see what happens. And the day I spend $120, I find this one. So that's funny. But as As John Chartier always says, you should always have a spare. So if this one does work, that's actually pretty cool, because if it does work, I'll keep it and I'll use it as a spare emergency in case the one that I just bought goes out for whatever reason. But the other cool part about this is that I had a $5 coupon. So the label maker was $4.99, the cable was $1.99, a subtotal of $6.98. But then I had a $5 coupon, so I got this for $2.14. Not bad at all. So between this and the cables, $2.14. I haven't been to the Goodwill in a very long time. And I am moving out to Orlando at the end of this month. And that's why I haven't been dumpster diving. That's why I haven't been listing. I have been selling on eBay, selling pretty good actually. So hopefully this week I can put up what sold video on eBay. But I haven't been shopping because I'm packing right now to move to Orlando. And if I go dumpster diving, I'm going to find a whole bunch of cool stuff that I can't get rid of. And I don't have enough time to put together a garage sale or a yard sale. And I don't have time to gather cool stuff and then put it in piles to donate, just because we have to move so much stuff out. But this is my cable to charge my phone since I'm in my car. But yeah, so I found this Brother label maker. I'm going to test it at home. And then the next screen, you're going to either see this thing working or you're going to see me throw it against the wall. No. We can probably still keep the label, so it's still a win-win. But yeah, I'm going to take this home. I'm going to test it. Have you guys watching me test it. And we'll see if it works. And if it works, then cool. We got ourselves a spare label printer. And again, I got this along with the cables for only $2.14 or so. So if anything, I got $2 worth of labels in here that I can definitely use. And I got cables that I can always use. So I got backup cables if anything. So we'll see you guys on the next clip. Alright guys, so just to recap, I found this Brother's label printer at the Goodwill, and I paid $4.99 for it, for an additional $2 for the cables, because the cables were not with this. I've been looking for a label printer at the Goodwill for like 5 years, have yet to find one. Finally found one today of all days, and it's the day that I actually bought a Zebra thermal printer off of eBay, which is already shipped and on its way. But so I ended up paying $7.50 or something for this one with the cables. But I ended up getting a $5 coupon. So this label Brother printer actually only cost me $2.14. That's with the cables attached. And the best part of it is that this is $2.14. I brought it home. We're gonna test it right now, see if it works. I did have to download the driver for this onto my laptop, which is right there. And I have Pirate Ship up right now. If you don't know what Pirate Ship is, you can go to pirateship.com. And that is where I get all my labels from, for anything that is like over a pound or sometimes even under a pound, because I send stuff ground and I get really good prices with pirateship.com. So if you're not using them for your shipping, check them out. But here's the label maker. And I looked this up on eBay, and believe it or not, one of these Brother QL 1060 actually sells for about $90 used on eBay. So, I mean, this is $90 to $95 used on eBay. And again, I got it for $2.14. So we're gonna go ahead and test it. And I have it hooked up to my laptop here. And let's turn it on. Again, I did download the driver for this, the software on my laptop, and I did that by going to Google. And I just looked it up and I put down drivers, I downloaded the software, and hopefully we're good to go. So we have a green light, which is good. This came with about 25 labels or 30 labels inside. So we're gonna test it. And I'm just gonna print up a old label that I printed up this morning off of Pirate Ship here. So let's go to the screen. Let's hit print. Before I did that, I want to show you here. Oops, that's my son and daughter when they were way young. Let's cancel this. When you go to pirate ship here on top, you can pick what kind of labels you want to print out. So I'm doing the 4x6 single for thermal label printers. But you can pick the double ones if you have the 8.5 by 11, 2 labels, or just one label for 8.5 and 11. If you just want to use one side of the label and not both of them. But since we have the thermal printer, I'm going to put it just in the single one. And then we're going to go ahead and go to print. And we are going to print. And hopefully this $2 thermal printer works. Let's check it out. Print. Come on, baby. Come on. Oh. There it is. There it is. I don't want to say the address on there, but there's my label. There's the label. It's working. It works. Thank you, Goodwill. I really appreciate ya. Look at that. Got my label. I'm good to go. This is an old label because I already had sent that, but just wanted to test it. It works. Perfect. For this brother, again, $90 to $95 used on eBay. Found it at the Goodwill for $2.14. I paid $4.99. The cables cost me another $2, so with tax it was like $7.14. I had a $5 coupon, so it cost me $2.14. Beautiful. And these have the little clips here on the side. I can open up this clip. Open up this clip over here. It opens up and the labels go inside there. So not a bad deal. Super excited. Cannot wait to get more eBay sales so I can use this label printer. And just goes to show you guys you can find just about anything at the Goodwill. If you just keep looking, be persistent. That's all I have for you guys for right now. We're going to continue to pack for Orlando. We'll see you guys on the next video. Hopefully it's soon. Until then, God bless. Keep listing. You can't sell if you don't list. See you guys in the next video.